is coming my way. Wherever I go, hard luck is there to stay. Good luck never stays a day. Bad luck's always coming my way.
This is a bit of a different style of video for us. Usually we're somewhere out in the world talking about something grim and spooky, but today we have a bit of a home vlog, I guess you would call that.
Yeah.
It's a home part of our show where we invite you into our home and show a bit of appreciation to our fans.
Yeah, like an appreciation post, if you will.
We've been getting a lot of people reaching out to us asking, hey, do you have an address where I can send you something because we love your videos? As well as companies reaching out to us saying, hey, as appreciation for you, for what you do, we'd like to send you this.
Yeah, or you might use this in your travels.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, we've been meaning to do this video for a while. We got a handful of things here, and we'd like to share them with you and give them different shout-outs.
Yeah.
The first gift that we would like to give a shout-out to is to somebody, an artist on Instagram by the name of The Prolific Professor. He's a sculptor, he's a painter, he's a mask maker.
Yeah, he does really gruesome, realistic special effects too.
And he made this.
Oh, Frankie!
A Frankenstein bust, and look at all this detail. He was so kind enough to send this to us, and I do believe he sells them in limited quantity. I don't know if he's made a whole bunch of them, but this is an excellent, I'm talking excellent addition. Headcellent.
He's like a shrunken head. He's like a shrunken Frankenstein head.
Check him out.
Is quite literally, I think, what you would say he is. It's heavy, beautifully hand-drawn, hand-painted, sculpted. Oh, show his bloody guts underneath his neck.
Oh, check it out, yeah.
His gutty what's.
His scuddy what's?
Gutty what's.
And his bolts on the side of his neck, I don't know if you can see that, are thumbtacks. And his sutures across his mouth are actually...
Is it wire?
No, they're fabric. It's like a rope. Twine. Yeah. Staples for the eyes. And here at the bottom, he says, to Michael and Jessica, enjoy. Glad I've connected. Best, Rob. Ta-da. Thank you.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you so much. Spooky.
We'll put his link below in the video description. So if you want to go and check out more of the busts and masks that he makes, you can go and see it on his Instagram. This next one that we're going to talk about is, gets me a little emotional. It was a care package that was sent to us by a fan, a watcher of the channel, and the note he included was so heartfelt and very just sweet and caring. He is from Arizona. This package came to us all the way from Arizona, and the connection that he had with our videos and our content, and having talked with us on social media, he wanted to send just some thoughtful gifts. And you know, we talk about our passions for horror and the things that we're into and stuff like that on videos, and you don't really think about what you said, you know, because you're just having conversation. And I guess at one point I had mentioned how I didn't have a copy of Nightbreed on Blu-ray, which is one of my favorite Clive Barkers from when I was a kid. And like, I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. So this is from Keon from Arizona. I'm about to cry. Thank you so much for sending this. I can't believe this. Okay, I gotta show you now because I'll just start crying and you'll never see it. He sent a copy of Nightbreed as the extended director's cut, and this is numbered. There was only 10,000 that were put out. It's from Scream Factory, and I mean, thank you does not cut it. I stammering and emotion. Thank you so much. He sent a bunch of pins too.
Yeah,
a lot of Disney pins and some cool pillow shams and even he's a fellow photographer, so he knew the kind of things that we use and wanted to help us with our adventures and having some extra memory, because I think we talked about in one video that we accidentally formatted.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
All of our
almost
content.
forgot about that.
Yeah. That day we both cried. We both had kind of a breakdown. I can't tell you how much this means to me. It means to both of us. The note alone got us right in the feels. And the gifts that you sent are very touching. So thank you so much for doing that. I'm extremely appreciative of it.
In response to people asking us and companies asking us whether or not we had an address so they can send us something, we opened up a P.O. box. And quite honestly, we did not expect
No idea what was
something
coming.
like that to come in the mail for us. So thank you. It means the world to us.
So much.
Yeah, like completely caught us off guard, so thank you. A couple of weeks ago, I put out on Instagram, hey, if anybody out there has any autographs from famous people that you don't want or extras, and you want to get rid of them for whatever reason, please send them to us. Because here at the Grimm-Life Collective, we have what I call the Grimm Wall of Horrors, which is basically autographs of people in the horror industry. It's been growing, and thanks to one gentleman, an artist in California that goes by the name of Black Sheep Arts.
He did one of our postcards.
Two of our postcards for our Patreon.
He did 2 of our postcards.
He sent us a care package of autographs that I started crying when I opened them up.
He did, yeah. I had to show him these
God.
slowly and with warning. Because I don't remember which one the first one was that you saw, but you were over the moon and getting a little emotional, and I went ahead and I peeked at the other ones so I wanted to see if I needed to warn him any further than what he was already feeling. And I was just like, go ahead and cry now. Because you'll see, it's the last one. Because it was, man, but...
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Are you ready for this? I'm not ready for this. All right. The first one on the list that was sent to us is Peter Boyle. This is absolutely incredible. From Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Very cool, right?
So cool.
Oh, man.
I mean, that's especially one of the actors that we were never going to get to meet because he passed. And we missed that opportunity when he was doing conventions because we didn't... sometimes they don't come to the East Coast.
I have one thing to say. Put on the Ritz! Tim Burton. Right there. Look at this.
A legend in his own right, of course.
It's insane. And right behind him, Stephen King. What? Stephen freaking King. Sam Raimi? I can't speak. Dark. You can see it right there. But if you don't know who Sam Raimi is, he directed Evil Dead and Drag Me to Hell. And believe it or not, Spider-Man. John Carpenter. I love John Carpenter's movies. Just recently, we watched... Oh, you haven't watched it yet. Assault on Precinct 13, but Halloween, Escape from New York.
I didn't know that was an original. I've seen
insane.
Assault on Precinct 13, but the one I saw had Ethan Hawke, and I didn't know it was a remake. I don't even know what to say about this one. Technically, this isn't fan mail. Sort of, because I guess you're my fan.
I'm a fan of you.
Yeah. This was kind of a surprise gift. And I've talked about it enough in our videos, so you might kind of know and be in awe like I am. Without further ado, I can't believe I own this right now. Again, Waterworks.
Typo negative.
Yeah, so if you don't know who this is Typo Negative. This is Typo Negative October Rust. This is very rare. Very, very rare. And what's even more rare about it is that it is the double LP that they put out. So, let's see. Here's the first one. And these are just the slip covers. And I love that they have the lyrics on them way back when they used to. But here's the kicker about it. It makes it so ungodly beautiful because there's a couple of different editions. Is that this one is the green LP.
The green variant.
Yeah, they're both green, and it's so stunning. And I've already played it in the record player because as soon as I got it out the packaging and could stop being emotional, I put it on, and man, for me this was life-changing. So thank you, honey.
You're welcome. Nerd.
This next one comes from a family that we just call the Burts.
The Burts.
It's
they're from Georgia.
From Georgia.
They've become close friends of ours.
They have.
Fans who've become close friends.
Yeah. And
do you remember the video that their daughter of Penny dancing around pretending to be she was a bat? I'm a bat.
No, I remember her doing that, but I don't remember what video she was doing it to. Penny, Liam, and Ethan, I love you. I miss you. I hope I see you soon. Your little gifts and your drawings just make my day, and I'm about to show you. So, you know, of course, there's always a little touch of Halloween with everything. But what is so wonderful is that they love to send us things like
little handmade drawings.
Little handmade drawings. That's a bat. Look at that little bat. That one's by Ethan, I believe. Oh, he did this by tracing his hands. Hi, I'm Penny. And she colored in a witch cupcake. See your legs sticking out? How cute is that? I love it. I love it. And I keep every single one. So every time they have sent us something, I've kept it because it is just so precious. And sometimes they print things out and
Batty about books. We love these homemade stuff.
They know that we love bats, so and I'm obsessed with bats, so they started sending us a lot of bats, and I couldn't be any happier. Happy Halloween, homemade cards. Oh my gosh. How well does he know me, guys? Like, seriously. If you can't make that out, that is that's Chamberlain, the Skeksis from the Dark Crystal. They even sent, around Halloween, they did some little paper masks. Like this one from Liam. Very beautiful sugar skull. Oh, bat, y'all. They know us so well. Thank you for making our days a little brighter with all your beautiful little drawings.
A couple of months ago, Ripley's Believe It or Not reached out to us because we did a video in St. Augustine, and they were like, hey, would you like to review one of our books? It was the 100 Best Buy-Ons. They sent it to us.
Yeah.
We sat in a cemetery, talked about the book. The book was surprisingly amazing. And just recently, they reached out to us again and said, we would like to send you more books. Can we do that? And we said, sure. So they sent us this giant book, Ripley's Believe It or Not, 100 Years. And this Ripley's Believe It or Not, Beyond the Bizarre. Massive hardback books. The first one that they sent a couple months ago, it was like a paperback. These are cool. These are like proper coffee table books.
Oh yeah, everybody loves Ripley's Believe It or Not books. I mean, I remember when these would come out and it was always a big deal. Like, oh, you gotta see the Ripley's books for like people who have set... some of them are records, but some of them are like just oddities around the world, you know? Like, it was always a big conversation piece. And I like this one, the one you're holding, because it has a lot of those like cute interactive things on the pages where you pull out this and it tells you more, or this folds out, and so I like that. I think
show
they're
the
cute.
inside.
Yeah.
Look how massive this thing is. Ooh, I feel like we need to do a proper review on these books like we did with the Best Buy-Ons.
We can do
and
that.
do a giveaway.
This one's called Beyond the Bizarre.
So look
I'm
for
really
that in the
curious
future.
about that.
And if all goes well, we've kind of been talking with Ripley's Believe It or Not about something special that we're trying to make happen for the channel. So be on the lookout for that. Also very recently, a company based out of the UK reached out to us and said, hey, we'd like to send you some ducks.
And that's why I'm wearing these ears, because these are Daisy Duck ears. Headbands.
These ones, the ducks that they sent us are not alive. They're not dead. They were never real. But they are these cosplaying ducks. And when they first said that they were going to send them, I thought they were going to be those little small ones that you see like they're like the devil and stuff like that.
Cute.
But no, these things are massive.
And you've got to pick which ones they sent, too.
And the ones I
It was a
chose,
surprise for me because I didn't know which ones were coming.
I really wanted the Ghostbusters ones.
Yeah.
But they don't come out till the spring. So instead they said, what else can you have? And what else do you want? And I said, well, I like the game Fallout. So, Fallout 3. So they sent me Fallout 3 ducks. And they are massive. And check it out. They come in these tubs. It's a tub.
Yeah.
But let's pop it open.
So these, and it shows you on the back, you can get one or all of, there's 4 variants for the Fallout guys. So the one you have is Vault Boy. Mm-hmm. There's also Vault Girl. Then there's T51, which is what I'm holding. And then number 4 is Nuka-Cola Girl. Do they squeak?
No, they don't squeak.
No, they don't squeak.
Take them out of the package.
I'm doing it.
You're doing it.
Doing it. So that's what he looks like in his little tub first. So it's Fallout even on the side. And look at that face.
That's so cool.
I gotta see his butt.
Duck butt?
Little duck butt. That is cool. That's big. It's huge. He's like a mechana duck.
Mechana duck. He's a Fallout duck.
Fallout duck.
Quack.
No, they don't squeak.
No, they do not. These are awesome. Thank you, Tubbs.
They're like the duck version of Funko.
Yeah.
Really.
I seriously thought they were going to be small.
They're the rubber ducky Funkos.
I really want the Ghostbusters ones.
Yeah, because like
I'm hoping they'll send the Ghostbuster ones.
Little rubber duckies are little guys. They're like this big. This is cool.
It's like what's really cool, and I said it in the past, a little bit ago, but the tubs are a perfect little display case for them.
Yeah, that is really cute. Okay, but if they ever come out with the Dark Crystal versions of tubs, because these are duckies, and Skeksis are kind of technically scary duckies. They're bird-like. They've got beaks. That would be amazing, and I would fall all over it. I can't put the lid back on. There he goes.
You hear that, Tubbs? Dark Crystal cosplaying ducks. That's where it's at.
Oh yeah.
For Jessica.
For me, oh yeah, I'd go crazy. I would go absolutely crazy. Speaking of Funko Pops, this one comes from Jamie and Laura. Hi, we miss you
Our
guys.
friends in Massachusetts, near Salem.
I always forget where. I just know they're up north. But they know that as well as you guys all know, I'm obsessed with the Dark Crystal. And I'm trying to complete my Funko Pop collection of the Dark Crystal. And they're helping me do that. They sent me Deet. So this one is from the Dark Crystal Rise of the Resistance. And she's actually my favorite character so far, you guys. Aside from Hup. I love Hup.
Oh, she's obsessed with Hup.
If I could be a Gelfling, I think I'd be a Groton. I think I'd be Deet. Thank you so much, because I think this is finally the last one that I needed out of this current set. Now I just need to find Aughra and Chamberlain from the first set that came out, and I will have complete. And it'll be amazing.
We have a very unique collection when it comes to Funkos. I think one of the very first Funkos that I ever got was Laura Palmer from Twin Peaks, and I was so excited that I got a toy that was a murder victim.
A dead person.
I was like, it's a murder victim. It's a toy. Murder victim.
You couldn't stop saying that in the store.
Yeah.
Like, you were so excited about it, and people were like... And that's just what happens in a Grimm life, you know, talking loudly in public about something that seems inappropriate, but it's actually kind of innocent. They just don't know the horror genre. Right. Yeah, talking about murder victims and stuff, and people are like, you're like, no, it's not like that, I promise. It's a movie, it's from a movie. And we're just excited, because we're nerds.
You're a nerd.
You're a nerd. I'm just strangely beautiful. We get asked occasionally to share our collection with you guys, and although we don't have it readily available to be viewed to do a video of it, we want to do this as an appreciation video to thank you guys so much for the things that you send in and how much it really does mean to us. And you know, in the future when we do get to do our own collection, then you'll be able to notice these things that have already been added to our collection. So thank you for sending things in that not only mean a lot to us and, you know, are very appreciated, but for adding to our collection and helping it grow.
That's right. And if you want to send us something strange and bizarre,
Or
unique
cute.
or cute
If
or
you want to draw me a
homemade,
picture,
anything.
I love it. I think it's great.
In all of our videos,
Yeah.
in the description, not only will you find the link to our shop and how to communicate with us, but also our P.O. box.
We have a P.O. box.
Exactly. So feel free, reach out. We love everything you send us. We're very great, very thankful for it. And
We are.
you never know,
We're
it could
so
show up in one of
thankful.
these videos.
Wherever I come, bad luck is coming my way. Wherever I go, hard luck is there to stay. Good luck never stays a day. Bad luck's always coming my way.